Alrighty everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am filming this intro before I start doing all the work. In this video, what I'm going to be doing is we finally pulled our camper over to the new house and I've got to get it ready for camping season, which is going to be here before I know it. And there's a lot of stuff I got to do. I've got to reorganize the outside stuff. I'm going to pull everything out, figure out what I actually need to keep, what I don't need to keep. Put it in the comments below if you guys would be interested in seeing what all the things I actually carry is. Additional, other than the cleaning, we also, I don't know if I mentioned this in a video or not, but I've been having some issues with the 7-way connection on the trailer. We've actually recently figured out it was not an issue with my truck like we thought it was. It's actually an issue with the plug on the camper itself. So we are going to be replacing that, so that'll be either on this video or it'll be on another video coming in the future. So either way, camping season is just around the corner. Super excited, cannot wait. So enjoy the rest of today's video. I'll see you in a minute. All right, everybody. So as I mentioned previously, I'm having some issues with this 7-point connection. From what I can tell, I'm having issues primarily with both the brakes and I'll be honest, it's kind of across the board. What I found is if I have brakes, then I don't have a right turn signal, or I have brakes and I don't have any running lights, or I don't have brakes and everything works fine. It's really messy. I don't like it, so we are going to first try to replace this plug, and then hopefully that will correct the problem. If that doesn't, we're going to have to replace this whole wire, and I'll be honest with you, I'd really rather not get into that if I can avoid it. So we're going to try just doing the plug first, see how that works out, and then, I don't know, we'll see. You know, while I was actually working on some of the stuff with the camper here, I realized that I never actually showed you guys the connections that I have on the outside for the camper. Now, it's pretty standard stuff, but here I do have a 50 amp RV connection. Now I currently have it set up to a splitter, and then my surge protector down there. That's because, well, this camper takes 30 amp, not 50. Back there, corner of the house, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I do have water over on this side of the house as well. So if I would need that in the future, I have water. And additionally, the septic clean out is on just the back side of the house. So the goal in the future is probably not anything that's going to happen anytime soon, but the goal in the future would be to run a pipe over here so that I can actually have full hookups at my house for this camper. Now, we only have a 3-bedroom house. We do have family that lives out of town. So in the event that they would ever want to come here and stay with us, we would like them to stay in the camper. So in order to do that, though, I really would like to give them a toilet that they can actually use as well, which means I either have to haul it with me, take it somewhere and dump it, which, ew, or I can set up some sort of a dump station here at the house. Again, I don't know if it's feasible to do that or not, but it's something that is on the back of my mind for something we can do in the future. So enjoy the rest of the video. I have a camping trip coming up this coming weekend. So before the first trip of the year, I need to do some maintenance on the camper. Specifically, I need to clean out all of these compartments underneath the camper. So figure why not bring you guys along and show you all what I'm doing. Alright, so gonna get started. Here's hoping my camera doesn't die. Actually, this compartment's not as bad as I thought it was. Not bad. One compartment done. The next one, however, is going to really suck. Alrighty, on to the next one, and this one's probably going to suck. A lot of stuff in here. Sorry about the wind. I don't know if this is going to work, but I found this command strip, and I got a couple of things that we hang on our door and on the front of the camper. I'm going to see if I can hang it inside this compartment I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I'm gonna sure as hell try. If it works, great. If it doesn't, oh well. Seems like it might work. We'll see. Needs to be just a little bit higher. Alright, well that one is done, and we no longer really need these anymore, so we don't really need to carry them. We got a replacement. This one is one that extends, which we're sure is going to be a little bit more handy. But either way, we don't need these anymore, so I'm going to store them in case we ever need them again. Not in the camper though. But 2 compartments down, and I'll be honest with you, I already did the 3rd outside compartment when, well, before I started filming. So, outside compartments are clean and for the most part ready to go. So, alright, just got a couple other things I need to finish up. Alright everybody, as you can see, I am back inside the camper now. I want to show you a couple of other things that I'm trying out for this camping season. I'll provide an update, hopefully I remember to do so, at the end of camping season, but we'll see how it goes. The first one I want to talk about is this right here. This is a Black & Decker portable inflator. It's got a high pressure hose on the front for car, truck, RV tires. It's also got this hose around the back. This will be for like an air mattress or something like that. It's also got a connection for basketball and other items as well. Runs on a 20-volt lithium battery, or it can also be plugged into a wall socket or into the cigarette lighter adapter in any vehicle. I'm hoping I won't need this year. However, if I do need it, I'm hoping that it works well. So far, I've just kind of played around with it a little bit. I've pumped up a couple of basketballs, pumped up the tires on the camper, and so far I'm impressed. Again, hopefully I won't need it, but if I do need it, hopefully this will eliminate a little bit of anxiety. The other item I'm trying out for this camping season is right down here on the floor, and I don't know if you can tell, but we have magnetic covers on our floor vents. Now, these floor vents are only used for heat. They're not used for AC, which is the case in a lot of campers, but we had some issues with stuff and dirt and nastiness. It just kind of falls down into there because, well, they're on the floor. We tried covered it with pantyhose. As I read online, that did not work last year. Ended up just looking absolutely terrible. So this year I was doing a little bit of research. I found these on Amazon. They weren't super cheap. I think it was $25 for 3 of them. However, they're made to be magnetic. They stick on top of the vent and should prevent anything from falling down in it. One nice thing I liked about these was they do have the stuff printed so that they look the same. From a distance, you would not be able to tell that that was not a vent, which was a nice touch, I thought. Again, though, not cheap. I hope the magnet is strong enough. I'm a little concerned they might slip and slide away. But we'll see how they go. And again, I'll let you guys know at the end of camping season how both of these items did. So far, I'm impressed with the pump, and we'll see about these. I don't know if I like these or not. We'll see. One additional thing we're doing this year, we did this last year for Chandler, and it worked out really well, is we got one of these little compartments. Now that my camper is parked right next to my house, I don't need to transport stuff using duffel bags or suitcases or anything like that. So we used this for Chandler last year. It worked out pretty well. And then so this year we went ahead and got one down here for Rosalind, so that she also has kind of a dresser with drawers where she can put her clothes and stuff in it. And so far, the kids have got their stuff loaded up already. As you can see, Rosalind needs to kind of redo hers. But, as you can see, kids already have their stuff loaded up for the current trip we're about ready to take. And so far, they seem to like it. Chandler's did pretty well sitting upright on the drives last year. We'll see if that continues through this year or not. We did learn last year also that that ladder that my dad made, again, thanks again, Dad, for that, but that cannot be on the ground when we're driving. It always worked, and then for whatever reason last year, toward the end of the year, every time it was up when we were driving, it would fall. So starting this year, we are no longer going to be traveling with that on the ground. It'll just be placed up in the bunk, which honestly, we probably should have been doing to begin with. Now, we haven't done this yet, but I'm assuming it's coming. It may happen on this trip that we're about to take, or it may happen after. My guess is probably going to be after, but we are also going to be reorganizing the interior cabinets of this camper. They have been pretty much the same since we started camping when we got this camper in 2020. So it's probably time for them to be reorganized, rethought. I mean, this one alone, I'm just going to open this cabinet. I hope everything doesn't fall out. No. So you can see, it's kind of a gosh darn mess. And this one's the one for the pet stuff. Yeah, that's not much better. So yeah, we're probably going to be reworking on the interior cabinets as well. I doubt it'll be in this video though. I did want to provide one quick update though, because I did mention this earlier on in the video. We did have some issues with the 7-point connection on the front of the camper. I said I was going to walk you guys through how we fixed that. I'll be honest with you, I kind of forgot about it and did it without filming it. Partly because we really weren't planning on doing it the day that we did, and the other reason is, I'll be honest, I just forgot. I'm sorry. I hope you guys can forgive me. But it has been done, and it has been tested. So far, so good, but that's what it looks like. It's a brand new connection. Just got that at Home Depot. Surprisingly enough, I was able to get that at Home Depot. Hopefully it works pretty well. We'll have to see, though. Fingers crossed, but that's my update. We're going to be camping in just a couple of days, so I hope we'll bring you guys along. I don't know if I'll be doing a whole lot of filming on that trip. It's the first trip of the year, so we might just spend it with family. I don't know. That being said, I want to thank you all. I'll see you in a minute. As you can see, judging from where I am right now, we are going camping. This is our first trip of the year. For those of you who don't know, I had some truck issues earlier this year and had to do essentially a complete engine overhaul. So I'll be honest with you, I'm struggling to trust my truck a little bit right at the moment. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a quick trip with the camper and the family, and we are going to just take a quick weekend trip. So we're headed down to Kincaid Lake State Park. As anybody who watches the channel knows, this is one of my favorite places in all the world. So we are on our way there now. Should be there in about a half hour. Well, everybody, I'm pretty sure that is going to do it for this particular episode. I want to thank you all so much for watching. So as you've probably figured out at this point, we decided to not do really any filming on this trip and just kind of get used to being back in the swing of things. Kids are out of school, stuff like that. So I just decided to make it a family thing. We did have some family staying close to us, and also my parents actually came down and visited as well. So again, we decided just not to film anything on this trip. We also did not get a chance to clean out the cabinets in here, so that is still to come. But that being said, if you haven't already, go ahead and look back. What I did was I took all of the videos from building our house and I turned them into a movie. So if you haven't already checked that out, go ahead and check it out. It's everything from start to finish. Every video about the dream house is on there, and again, it's pretty long, but if you haven't already checked it out, go ahead and click over there and check it out. I'll put a link down in the description here as well. That being said, I want to thank everyone so much for watching. You have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. If you're getting ready to go to bed, you have a good night's sleep, and I will see you on the next one.